Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel once again. So in today's video, we are going to discuss about how to start speaking in English. If you are a beginner and you want to start from scratch and you don't know how to start speaking in English. I'm not talking about here for intermediate speaker or advanced because I'm also an intermediate speaker. I consider myself as an intermediate speaker. In this video, I'm going to share about what are the tips and what are the things that helped me to start speaking, that helped me personally to start my speaking journey. So in this video, I'm going to give you 7-day challenge. For 1 week, you have to constantly follow this challenge. Let's assume as a beginner, you want to start your English speaking journey and you don't know how. You say, let's suppose you are a beginner and you just recently started your journey and you are doing all the kind of practices whatever is suggested, like listening and reading and writing, but you are literally afraid of speaking. So what are the tips and tricks that can really help you to start your speaking journey from a very scratch level, from a very basic level? Because before moving forward, we really need to build our foundation, and that foundation comes with our self-speaking. Its foundation starts from the very beginning and very basic level where you start speaking to yourself. So what are the ways that before starting and having a conversation with strangers and talking with the peoples, we really need to build a foundation, and that foundation builds upon the very basic level where we have to start speaking on our regular lives. So how can we do this? So here in this video, I'm going to discuss about complete roadmap how you can do it, and I'm going to give you a 7-day challenge so that you can be consistent and you can really see the improvements in yourself. So let's start the video without any further delay. Let's get into the video without any further delay. First of all, you have to start talking to yourself. Yes, you have to do self-talk. When you start talking to yourself, there is the first step that you take towards speaking it, and gradually you start improving yourself and you start seeing changes in yourself, and eventually you reach on your certain destination or your level where you want to be an advanced speaker or fluent. Yes, it takes time, but everything starts from somewhere, and it can be your sign to start your journey. I'm not suggesting you to think in your mind and speaking for long hours. I'm keeping it in mind that as a beginner, what the things that I personally faced when I started my journey, and I'm still in this journey. I'm gradually improving myself, but as a beginner, how difficult it is to start speaking from a very scratch, because you can't speak for hours. You can't have a self-talk. You can't start thinking in your brain until and unless you have practiced a lot. And that practice comes by thinking in your brain. That comes later after a lot of practices. When you speak to yourself daily basis, you start thinking the things, you start assuming the scenarios, and you keep on talking to yourself for a long period of time. Then eventually and gradually your mind automatically becomes habitual to speak in and think in English. Before making your mind think in English, you have to get your mouth muscles trained and to make them speak in English first. How you can do it? First of all, start having the small sentences. Like start talking about your daily routine. Let's take an example. Start with your daily routine. When you start your daily routine, so here you learn some phrases, some sentence structure, and you speak them on regular basis. You are not only learning them, you are not only writing them, but you also have to speak them. Like if you write down few phrases, you write down few sentences, and you say, I wake up early in the morning, then I do get fresh, after that I go on a morning walk, or then I have my breakfast. Like this is the kind of your routine you are trying to elaborate. So you don't have to only just listen to the people, you have to actually speak. Like from a very beginner level, you have to do it. You have to start speaking sentences. Yes, you literally have to start speaking sentences. You have to learn them first from Hindi and then translating it in English, and then speak those sentences in your regular days, in your regular life. Start speaking about them. Like whatever that you are doing, the moment you wake up, start speaking. Even though you're making a small sentences, even though you're making errors, but you have to do it, because only listening to a language, only watching other people speak, it won't help you until unless you will speak it out from your mouth. So you have to start speaking. Like when you're doing your laundries, you can say, I'm doing my laundries right now, I'm cooking right now, I'm listening a podcast, I'm watching a television. For example, let's take a scenario. There is a housewife and she elaborates her daily routine. What it would be sound like? First of all, she says that I wake up early in the morning, then I get fresh. After that, I go for a morning walk and then I have my breakfast. After making the tiffins for the kids, I start doing my household chores. I do laundry, I do dishes, and later on, in the afternoon, I have some time. I use it to listen some kind of podcast, or I use it to learn English. So just in case, as an example, take it as example. So here, this is the how you have to start speaking. Start speaking the sentences by yourself out loud. Daily do this. And before you sleep, ask yourself a question. How was my day? What did I do? What was the challenges did I face during the day? What was the things did I miss which I supposed to do? And there are a lot of questions that you can ask yourself. If you are not feeling comfortable initially to speak them out loud, you can take a pen and paper and you can write down about your routine, and then you can speak. So this is the way you can start your speaking journey from the very scratch. I hope this video helps you in any way. I would be very happy if it reaches to the right person who really need advice at beginner level, and they can get some help. And thank you so much for watching the video. If you like this video and if you are ready for take this challenge, comment below in the comment box that I am ready. That can be a sign of yeah, you literally started your challenge. Thank you so much for watching this video by the end. Let me know about your opinions in the comment box. Bye.